Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, to the private members. I really didn't want to drop this, but I can't unsee it. I really didn't want to. Honestly, I just didn't want to talk about it, but no one's going to really believe me. I'm going to keep this in the private members, between the private members. There's no easy way at all to say this. We're heading into a vicious bear market. It's the start of a bear market. This is not AI generated. I'm officially in a bear market. Okay. And this has nothing to do with anything but the charts. I just kept on avoiding it for quite some time. I just kept on avoiding it. And I've been watching this chart for a while. Okay. I just kept on avoiding it. And I thought, you know what? I just can't explain it to you. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like with investing and trading, it's an art more than a science. Yeah, it's not like 2 + 2 = 4, and it's more of an art. I've been looking at this and I thought, you know what? Let me just go back here. And I should have shown you the other chart from 2017, but it's the same thing playing out in 2017. Sorry, the same thing playing out in the other previous bull market in 2017, 2018. So I thought, okay, let me just grab this chart right here. Yeah, so this is the RSI, and I'll explain why I think we're heading into a bear market now. What's going on here is these RSIs, yeah, it went up to 95, yeah, 95 on here. We continued to go up higher. Then we formed a bearish div, okay, from here, and we formed a slightly higher high. And that was the start of the bear market, okay? And then we tried to go for a final attempt, and then that, fizzled away and whatever. And I don't really believe in like the news and stuff like that, FTX and all of this kind of stuff. I really don't know how to comprehend this, to be fair. I'm just kind of sad, but also kind of relieved as well. I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't know how to feel about it, but we're going to really look into it, okay? So the RSI is here, boom, hit this trend line, came back down. We couldn't even get to that RSI right over there. So we couldn't even really push to that area of the RSI on that trend line. And then as a result, we headed downwards, and then we oscillated around here, formed an official bottom, okay? Then it was the start of a bull run. Okay, lasted for about 3.5 years. Cycles are broken now. Cycles are completely broken. Everything is broken. Everything is topsy-turvy now. It's all broken. What's happening here is this current cycle, Bitcoin went to $72,000 US. The RSI shot up all the way to 87.45. And as a result, we formed a bearish div, divergence. And then we hit this RSI right over here, this trend line right over here. And the same thing applied right over here. The same thing applied, guys. Same thing applied here. We couldn't even reach that lower trend line. All right. Let me show you. Look, we couldn't even reach that lower trend line over here. We couldn't even reach that lower trend line, guys. As a result, we're going to head back down, and this is the beginning of a bear market, okay? This was officially the beginning, officially the beginning of the bear market, all right? Officially. So after that, we just kind of moved sideways for a bit, and then that's it. Just boom. This time, we formed a dead cat bounce. Okay, this was like this week here, that you see this here right over here, guys. You see this right here was a confirmation that, listen, bull market is pretty much done. We're gonna do a dead cat bounce. And likewise, the same thing happened here. We broke market structure. Boom, that was it. That was a confirmation. I was there. Like, I woke up one day, I was like, what? And that was a market confirmation that's it, guys. It's a wrap. All right. This is more of an art than a science, and a lot of I don't want to put this out yet, because honestly the backlash I'm gonna get is gonna be immense. 99.9% of people are not even gonna listen to me, so what's the point? I'm gonna be drowned out by all the noise. This is the beginning of a bear market, guys. All right, now how low are we going? That's the $1 million question. So over here, from this RSI to the very bottom, this was like from here to here. All right, we went down 67%. Now remember, this is a larger market cap now, yeah? This is a massive market cap, okay? So it's not the same as how it was before. So from the very peak of this RSI right over here, guys, yeah, right over here, let's just do from here to here, 67% retracement will get us, hold on. So a 67% retracement will get us from here, all right, till there. 67% retracement will get us to 35k, but you got to bear in mind that this market is far more bigger, all right, and every decline is less and less and less. So we could see a 50, maybe a 60, around the ballpark of around 50 to 60% retracement. So around, I would say, 42,000 US dollars. That's going to be the very, very bottom. Okay, 42,000 US dollars will be the very, very bottom. All right. And when will we come out of this bear market, you ask? Now the bear market here, this decline here was 41 bars. So 41 bars is 287 days from today, which will mark the very, very bottom, the 2nd of March 2026. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you these RSI ranges. Okay, all right, the beginning RSI from here to here, the bull div, the bear div was 44 bars. Okay, from here to here, this current cycle was 40 bars. So give and change, just like 4 bars difference. All right, this one is from here to here, 19 bars. All right, from here to here, weird enough, 23 bars. And then finally from here all the way to the bottom, 41 bars. From here all the way to here, 41 bars will mark us the very bottom. This is not the video I wanted to speak about. It really, really isn't. All right, I know everyone's calling for like 500k, 700k, 200k, bro, you name it, everyone's talking about it. As for the crypto market, well, that's another story for the crypto market. I think the crypto market might behave differently. It might behave differently, we'll see. But as for Bitcoin, we're heading downwards. And unfortunately, if Bitcoin is in a bear market, the rest of crypto is going to be in a bear market. I think crypto is going to pick up massively in 2026 when the Fed finally leaves. I think the market's going to go absolutely ballistic. It's going to go crazy. But until then, this is the start of a vicious bear market. I don't know when I'm gonna drop this. I don't know when I'm gonna drop this. I really don't know. I want to be wrong, by the way. Actually, I would love to be wrong, but I just can't unsee it, man. I just can't unsee it, dude. I really can't unsee it, and I don't want to drop it right now because crypto has been like viciously extracted, abused, fondled with. It's just been like a terrible time for crypto. Terrible time. And if I drop this as well, that we're heading into a bear market and everyone's been holding for 3.5 years some of their altcoins and just hoping, it's just gonna crush everyone's heart, to be fair. So I really, even if I get some clout for it, I won't be happy about it, to be fair. So I don't know when I'm gonna drop this. It is what it is. We'll see how this pans out, and this is the beginning of a bear market. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the beginning of a bear market. Have a great summer. I'm gonna enjoy my summer. It's looking good, and at the end of the day, none of this matters. You know, we only have one life to live, and live your life. Peace. Hey friends, welcome back to the private members. I'm seeing a lot of euphoria in the air. Everyone still thinks we're in a bull market. A majority of the audience don't want to really believe that we're heading into a bear market. I'm not a bear and I'm not a bull. I just read the charts and I'll tell you what happens. There's some news happening and I don't really care what's happening. There's plenty of speculation happening and I don't really care. Yeah, that doesn't concern me. What concerns me is when this turns officially bearish like this right here. Right now, it's looking half decent. Are going to be in a bear market for around 287 days. And the very bottom is going to be around 40 to 50% around that mark. And thus we'll find the very bottom. We're heading into a bear market and that's what I'm telling you. All right, you can believe it, you can not believe it. Matter of fact, you're probably too late. By the time you're reading this, you're definitely too late. Okay, the last time we done this was here. RSI was up here. Okay, lasted for 287 days. Likewise, RSI was here. Okay, that was the last pump. The very last pump. Now remember, there is a divergence between the price and the RSIs are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. I know there's a lot of buying from Michael Saylor. There's a lot of buying from BlackRock. There's a lot of buying going on from Donald Trump. Yet the news is not moving the price. You would have thought that the price would have been much higher, but that's not the case. We're heading into a bear market. Now you have to hedge yourself. You have to really hedge yourself. If the market heads up higher, I'm going to add more to this short, and this is going to get even more bearish. Okay, but this is very simple. Yeah, I'm also waiting for the EMA clouds to finally roll over, and that's going to give an added bonus to my thesis. It's going to take a while for the EMA clouds to also turn bearish. Once that happens, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see ourselves into officially bear market territory. But the crowd, they're none the wiser. In markets, they don't care about your feelings. They really don't care about your feelings, about that house you want to buy, about that car you want to buy. Whatever you're dreaming and planning, the markets don't give a damn. They just tell you that we're at the end of the party now. Inflation's gonna head up higher and we're gonna be in a stagflationary environment. The Fed have nowhere to turn. They can't print their way out of this, nor can they accept a recession. So we're gonna be in a turbulent time, and Bitcoin is not gold. The best performing asset is going to be gold, whereas Bitcoin is heading lower. As for altcoin and the crypto markets, of course, if the ship is sinking, then it brings down the rest of the crypto market. I don't make the rules. Unfortunately, this is the situation that we're in. By the time just a quick note, by the time the EMA clouds turn bearish, we're probably a considerably lower stage. Okay, we are just oscillating on top of previous all-time high. It wasn't until Bitcoin dropped 50%, then we had the EMA clouds diverge downwards. It's a lagging indicator. All of this is all lagging indicators. This is the Wyckoff distribution here. We had an upthrust, and from here we formed a high. From here we formed a BC, then a ST, and we might possibly form a UTAD, and then finally head down, LPSY, SOW, and head downwards. We are in a bear market. Ladies and gentlemen, these prices that you think is coming, that Michael Saylor is telling you is coming, we're never ever gonna see a bear market. Well, we're already here. This is the bear market.